Alright guys, part 2 of this video. I was going to leave it for a day, but my autism fails me. So I've gone through and I've fixed it, and then I've undone it all, and I've got notes on my other screen. So we're going to go through, we're going to make it use the tag system. We also have to put a interface, and at the end of the day, apart from that, yeah, that should be it. And we'll fix the range too, because at the moment it's basically just going to the first chair that it comes to. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first thing that we need to do, guys, is when it comes to this is, if I zoom out, is we need to change this here, this chair from a BP chair to an actor. Alright, click on that, change variable. Because we're no longer going to use just the PP system, right? It's also going to be a actor. And then from that, we want to delete that. And we want to delete that, and we want to delete that. Now what we want to do is here, we want to put in a get all actors of class with tag, right? And then we put that to there, sorry, that to that, and that goes to, now it can't go to that at the moment, we'll fix that. All right, from the we want to go through and we want to set that as actor. There's that, and the tag is sittable, because that's what we're going to make it, right? Is so it's sittable. Right. Now we want to go through here. We want to delete that, and we want to keep that, and we're going to add a few more branches and the distance, right? So this here and this here, we're going to move this all the way along like this, and all this part here goes all the way up to here, and this one we'll put all the way along here as well. It's going to be a lot bigger than it was, but it's just spaced out. Right, so the for each loop we can delete. Right, so we want to keep that. Now we want to go here, drag this and go for each loop. So that's now connected. And connect that to that. And then obviously we want to put on our little doobie whackers back again. We want to queue it, we want to raise it, and then this one we'll move it along like that. Alright, so I've done that part. We've got the range, we've set the value. Right, so here. So from there, we want to drag that out, and we want to say, does object implement interface? And that goes into that there. That goes into that there. So that checks to see if it has an interface, and the interface is BPI sittable. Now obviously I've already made this because I've already had to go through and do this once. Don't worry about it breaking just yet. But basically the BPI, if I go here, is interfaces. Yeah. Interfaces sittable, right? And we just simply we'll go through and we'll make a function called is occupant or is occupied, and I believe right. So implement. So yes, we want to add a function called function. We're going to call it get is occupied. No, it's because I've undone it, right? Hang on. So let's just go through delete, force delete. So we want to go here, we want to click here, we want to go blueprints, blueprint interface, and we're going to call it BPI suitable. Right, and if we go back into it, we're doing a function, we're going to call it get is occupied, and then we want to put a return, and we want to set it as a boolean. BPI start talking about the interaction system that we're going to be building later. I think we just called it is occupied, didn't we? Yeah, it is occupied. It wouldn't have mattered really, but just to keep it so that it's, yeah, same as the rules or the thing. And let's return it to seat, right? So we can save that and we can close that. And we go back to here. It closed because I deleted it. So AI enemies common, not decorated, sorry. Sorry, it's behavior tree. No, hang on. No, we're doing a task, right? Sorry, my bad, I'm confused. I just woke up. Content, AI, enemies, common, tasks. Sorry, just woke up. Find receipt. And then we can set that to BPI is suitable. So it goes through, checks for the actor class to see if it's got the suitable tag. If it does, it then goes through and searches for the interface to find out if it has an interface. Right, so this here, we then want to drag off from here and go get occupied. Right, like that, and go from there to there. Then we want to go to a not boolean because we want to make sure that we find one that's not occupied. Like that. Oops. That, and then queue it. And we are going to need more room. Right, and then we go through and we put in a branch. We connect the not to the branch. We need a lot more room. Like this. And then that true from the branch goes to another branch, which then goes to this. Actually, I did not need all that room, but anyway. Right. So we've still got the get distance here. Oh, I should that under the knot. And then move it across. The completed still goes to this, like this. And we'll just basically drop this down to like there. Right. Now, from here, we want to go through and we want to break that. And we want to get this. And we want to go less than. This fixes the range issue that we were having. And we put that there and we go to there. Like that. So that's connected, that's connected, that's connected. And then this also goes from here to there as well. Like that. The chair goes from there to there, because we do want to save the value. Like that. One, two, three, four. And obviously this one here from there, oops, sorry, from there to there. Like that. Right. This part was all right. That part's all right. That part's all right. That part's all right. That is there. That looks like that. That looks like that. Refresh should be fine. So, what this does, goes through and gets a whole list of actors that have sittable. Goes through, finds out if it has a interface. If it does, it then checks to see if it's not occupied. If it is not occupied, it then goes through and finds the lowest value from all those ranges, all those finds, and saves it in here. Saves it as the closest distance and also the set. And obviously it's constantly checking the range. And then down here, once it's finished doing the loop, it goes through and it will output no chairs found if there's nothing found. If there is, it will go through and set it as the vector selector, which I still have not changed. Now, we go through and we hit play at the moment, no chairs found, that's fine. If we go over to our chair, right, and we scroll here, we want to go into, so first thing is occupied is turned off, which is great. Tag, there's no tag, so we want to click that, and we want to add sittable, like that. And then we want to save, and then we also want to go into here, and this is why I always suggest people use blueprints. Go into content, go into starter content, go into props and into the chair, and we want to check the interface. Click on class settings, there's no interface, we click on add and we do BPI sittable. Right, adds it over here. That is there, and then we want to go through and drag that, get it, and go to that. And then go comply, save. Now, if we go here, you can see he now goes to the chair. Right, so the sittable is working. For example, if I go through and I come over here, where's my chair gone? Did I hide it maybe? Yeah, okay, hang on, we're doing this bug thing, hang on. Alright, give me a sec guys, I need to restart. Alright, so if it does unload, just basically shut down, restart, and that fixes the problem. So, I've deleted the old one just in case it was glitching, so we put that there, and we're also gonna go through and we're going to make our blueprint for our couch. So we want to add a static mesh. Sorry, not an instance, sorry. We want to add a static mesh and we want to call this couch. And it's SM couch. Yeah, couch. So there's our couch. Now, first thing we want to do is add a tag. We're going to call this settable. And then we want to put our interface. BPI interface settable, like that. Go over here, is that we want to make a variable. Call it is occupied. Oops. Is occupied. We put the little eye on and then we drag that to there, like that, and then save, there. We did not make it. Content, starter, props, couch, that, and replication, notify. Save. Right. Now, if we go through here, we have our couch and we have our seat. Our seat we're going to make is occupied. And click play. And now you should... Oh, no shares found. Okay. Give me a sec to figure out what's going on. So, if we go there... if we turn that off... every time he sees me, he... Alright, give me a sec. Alright, so guys, what it was that the chair itself had removed the tag for some reason after I'd done the restart. So, maybe something to keep an eye on. And also, if we go into here and we go into couch, is the tag removed from here as well? It is. That's why it wasn't working. So we go to settable, compile, save. Alright, hit play. And now he goes to the chair, which is fine. And if we go through and we make it so the chair is occupied, save, and then hit play again, he now goes to the sofa. Right. Now we should double check the collision. Custom collision enabled, world dynamic. Maybe it just says better nav meshing. No, better collision meshing. Yeah. No, it definitely does not have collision. Alright, move your couch. And got a collision around it. Okay, crazy thought. Duplicate it. Couch 2. Let's find out if it's a static mesh or and we go to our map and go to content, starter, props, couch 2. It must be something to do with the couch. It's like it's there, but it's not there. Yeah. Alright, that's something else we'll have to play with at a later date. Alright. But yeah, at the moment, obviously, look, at the end of the day, we hit play. He runs to the couch. And, for example, if we go through and we disable this, but we set this over here, it still should run to the couch because that should still be the closest. No, apparently the seat's the closest. Hang on. Let's put it over here. It runs to the seats because it's the closest. So like for example, if we go through and we'll put this here, and we'll put this one here, like this, and like this, and then we will rotate it 180 degrees. But this one, oh, this one is closer. This one is way closer. Like that, for example. And we save, and we go, and you should maybe go to the couch. No, the chair's still closer. Yeah, it is actually technically, I suppose. Let's do that. Hey, he really likes that chair, doesn't he? Let's try that. There you go. So obviously the reason why this is important is, like, for example, we can now use this, for example, at home, in his house. We can also use it, for example, in bars, in restaurants, or taverns, in my case. So at the end of the day, yeah, it really does depend on how you want it and how you want to use it. I will look into why the sofa doesn't seem to have a actual solid collision mesh. Although actually I might have an idea. What if we edit, go to couch, go into the static mesh, if I think when I turned on show, there was no simple. So there. There we go. Now it works. So now if we hit play, he should be at the chair, and we can't step into that. Done, fixed. Someone forgot to put a simple collision mesh on the chair, on the sofa. Alright guys, at the end of the day, obviously let's what your thoughts are. There is still possibly the issue of him always not going to the front. Although he is seen to be doing it at the moment, so yeah, maybe it's fixed. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Let me know in the comments what would be the next task that you would like us to do, and we'll go through, and we might do like sweeping. It's a pretty simple one. It's just playing on montage, but we could probably make it a little bit more complicated. Maybe do some ECQ to find areas that aren't blocked or something, maybe. Or maybe we could do something like, for example, drinking at the tavern. This one was obviously pretty complex, as you can see with the final result. We got AI, enemies, common, tasks, find a free seat. As you can see here, it's pretty complex. It's pretty involved. But once you sort of work it all out, it's pretty easy. But guys, those are your next task you want us to do, and we'll do it. Apart from that, the video's been helpful. Please smack the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we will see you in the next demonetized video. Have a good night and enjoy.